Hello, sports fans. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown I'm going to be covering, so it's begun. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The Boston Celtics are wasting no time getting active and trying to reform their team around Jason Tatum being hurt. And it starts with the leader, Jrue Holiday, being sent back to the Trailblazers, who once traded him to the Boston Celtics. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. You can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. This trade comes to Portland, and it comes for Anthony Simon. When you think about just what he brings to the table, he's a young guy, expiring contract, and he has a little bit of offense. He brings a lot of offense to the table, but it's not quite defensively what they wanted in Portland, and you think that the draft picks coincide also with what potentially could be Boston offloading so much salary cap. You have to keep in mind that Jrue Holiday is going here, and he essentially is going to be a defensive leader. He's going to be a locker room leader, and you got to think, he's an older guy. Yes, the Celtics get a 26-year-old scoring guard who's a combo, but from the standpoint, he doesn't play defense as well as Jrue Holiday, even at his age, and he does not do certain things well late in the basketball game. The high IQ plays, which is make the best pass possible, make the best shot possible, or go to him in clutch moments where he can hit shots. He has a history of missing a couple of those things, and when he's up against certain players, he seems to not rise to the occasion for the Portland Trailblazers. We'll see if going to the Boston Celtics will bring that up in him as far as an elite player, but Jrue Holiday, he's won championships with the Boston Celtics. He's won championships with the Milwaukee Bucks. And you see this as him going there and teaching these young guys the ropes, giving them some battery in their back to show that they can be all-stars or they can be primetime players. And you hope that he's going to rub off being a professional to some of those young guys in the locker room that Chauncey Billups has. I think that he brings a certain niche to the game of basketball. I feel like he not only plays the game the right way, but he separates himself from other veterans because of what he can still do on the court. I think that overall the Celtics exploded and excelled when they got him on a team, and that's because he's a selfless player that is willing to play defense, that's willing to do the dirty work, and that's willing to start, come off the bench, do whatever they asked him. And as the Celtics have to cut salary, I'm sure they didn't want to cut salary with Jrue Holiday, but it's just something that they have to do. It's just a realistic thing because of salary cap. So the Boston Celtics are essentially sending Jrue Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers for his 17th NBA season. And when you're thinking about this, who won the trade? Did the Blazers win the trade? Did the Celtics win the trade? To me, the Portland Trailblazers won this because Anthony Simon is whatever Simons is just offensively. Jrue Holiday can still give you offense. He can still predicate your defense to make sure that it's moving. And they just have special overall, things like certain players just have certain roles in them that brings out the best in other players. If you've seen certain players play or certain players corral other players or help them or push them, they make other players better. And I think that Jrue Holiday made certain Celtics better during their run. He made certain Milwaukee Bucks better during their run. And now he could go to Portland and help this young team become a more professional and better overall team in general. I think their wins spike up at least 10 to 15 wins, and that's because of what he's going to help them with in the offseason. That's what he's going to help. He's an extension of the coaching staff. He understands basketball. He's played through several different type schemes, defensively and offensively. I think this is going to be a big upgrade for the Portland Trailblazers. So, are you Celtics fans, Trailblazers fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll bring you some more breaking news.